Hey there folks, welcome back to CYPTV. Share, like, leave a comment, hit that hype button. Welcome to the Cype Zone. Without further ado, let's get right to the videos.
I really thought they were just going to go after the criminals. I really thought there was enough gang members and enough people, MS-13 members and whatever they were looking for, that they're wanted. They would go after those guys. Robbing people for the last 10 years and you're an illegal, you have to leave the country, right? That makes sense. Yeah. If you've been here for 25 years, you have a family, your kids go to school here, you speak the language, you're just illegal. But you're a contributing member to the community that up until now has been protected. This is crazy to ask lower income and middle income people who are, kind of getting by. And then all of a sudden you're about to ship them to a country where they've never been. They haven't been since they were 4.
Yeah.
And you're gonna pull up their family and and they've been in the community like that. That shows no heart. And that's the problem. Like, you're not going to get any reasonable people to want to go along with that. Any kind person would look at that and go, this can't be the only way to do it.
He's not the only one getting tricked. We're all getting deceived.
For those of you who said since Trump had defunded NOAA, they haven't been spraying chemtrails, what the hell is that? What the hell is that? And it's actually crazy. Look at the clouds moving, but the chemtrails aren't. Oh, there's another one. That's the third one spraying. It's behind the cloud. Give him a second. He's going to come out right over here. Give him a second. But everything is moving. All the clouds are moving. But the chemtrails that's being sprayed is not. We have 1, 2, 3 lines there. 1, 2 right there. So there's definitely another one getting ready to come out on the other side of that cloud. But the clouds are moving so fast, it hasn't even came out yet. Come on, where you at? Where you at? Come on. That one ain't make it out. But look at those. Watch it spread. You can see the line getting longer. We got a third line down that way, but it's the clouds keeping up just as fast as the plane is spraying. It's out. I just can't get it. It's out. It's down there, coming out towards the middle of the screen. It's so far away you can hardly see it. There it is. See it coming out on the other side of the clouds? There she blows. Still spraying down that way. Now we have 1, 2. That middle line is the new one. The third line, the middle one is the new one. If you look at the bottom of the screen, there she goes. She finally came out on the other side. Still spraying.
Okay, so this was just days ago that this video footage was filmed by locals in Iowa. You see that weird portal-looking thing in the sky? This has happened once before, in 2015.
There are some crazy things happening in the world right now. An asteroid earlier this month passed over Antarctica just 100 miles above it. Nobody on Earth realized that this happened until after it happened. That's terrifying. A Catholic university in Australia was caught using AI to wrongly accuse students of cheating with AI. This resulted in some students not receiving graduate positions because it took over 6 months to clear their accusations. A flight in Europe was diverted after 2 passengers were arrested. One of them was eating pages of their own passport, and the other flushed his down a toilet. Americans are using PTO to sleep, not for vacation, a new report just came out. SpaceX built an escape system that could save astronauts in seconds. It's basically a giant slide that accelerates the astronaut up to 400 miles per hour to get into safety. That's actually kind of cool, honestly. The Breaking Bad star Raymond Cruz was arrested after spraying his neighbor's child with a garden hose while washing his car.
Argentina, huh? I got a question. Where did Schmittler run off to during World War II? Because we all know he wasn't alive. And we also know They didn't lose the war. They just moved everything to the United States. Operation Paperclip. Now, all of a sudden, we have a Roman, Nazi-type empire, it would seem, trying to take over in the U.S. And now they just sent money to Argentina, the same place where Schmittler was supposed to have fled to. Oh, I think their time is coming. Oh, boy, I think their time is coming. I think they fafoed. I really think they found and are about to find out. Now they need somewhere to go. Right there near the dragon, huh? Right near the dragon. Well, I hope y'all go swimming while you're down there, especially in the beach. Just go out about 30 miles or so. See how deep you can go. Yeah. See how deep you can go.
Hey there, folks. Welcome back to CYPTV. Share, like, leave a comment, hit that hype button. Welcome to the Cype Zone. Without further ado, let's get right to the videos.
I shot LiDAR AI photon protein fiber beams at Devil's Tower, and you are not going to believe what is inside it. It changes the whole history of not only America, but the world. Devil's Tower is in Wyoming, and it's a structural edge that's mysterious because I'm an Eagle Scout, and if you look at the rock formation edge, I don't think it's solid, and a lot of people are like, it's solid all the way through. So I, with my friend Dr. Remy Demi, shot the world's best, this is it right here, protein fiber beam AI LiDAR technology directly at Devil's Tower, and this is the imagery it gave back. There are chambers inside the base of Devil's Tower with, you can see a passageway right there. Here's another angle of it, of another view, and it's just insane. It's blowing our minds. We don't know if this is a Native American chamber, if it's an alien chamber. So now we're trying to get access to that passageway. We know the door is amongst about right there, but we are trying to get permits so we can dig down and access the door and go into the chambers. I'll keep you updated. Follow me and I'll keep you updated on what we find. We hope to get the permits next week, and I'm just super excited to go in and see what it's all about.
How funny are these mark-ins, you guys? We have different colors, different hair. This is insane. Skims, baby.
Watch what happens when you put Jesus in there.
Personalize a message. You can put Allah loves you. Or you could even put, let me see, let's just try it out. Buddha loves you. But you cannot even type in the word Jesus.
Wow.
We cannot allow this text on the
That's
camera.
crazy.
Everything else is good though. Even if I put, let's see, Satan.
Oh, no, bro.
Hold on. Satan loves you. You can put that. You can put Satan loves you, Allah loves you, Buddha loves you. But when you type in this word, you can't even type the word in. That's crazy. That's ridiculous.
That is ridiculous, right? What you think is the significance of that? Why are they trying to block out the word Jesus?
How real are duendes?
Oh, they're real.
Are they real duendes?
real.
Describe them, and have you been in experience with them?
I've never experienced them, but I've had people that experience them. I have people that, a lot of Mexican people, like a lot of, they see duendes a lot.
So duendes are Smurfs.
Yeah.
Smurfs.
The real little people.
Like real
little people, like they're real little people.
I've heard stories que se ven normales or en otras que...
The people that explain to me about them, not all duendes are malos either. Not all of them are malos. A lot of them, hay unos que son jokesters and like tricksters, and they just want to riddle you and play with you. It's a game. Yeah, there's some que son malos, que son pura maldosos. Well, like I said, the people that describe them to me son pequeños. La cara se ve normal y hay unos que sí, no se le ve ni el rostro. Pero they're very small. They're very small. They congregate en las oscuridades. You could go by a dark bridge at night. There's this thing they're saying that if you whistle or throw change out by a bridge, like a kind of an old abandoned bridge, then you could probably hear it when they make noises. They whistle.
When I go run, I'm hearing whistles. I'm not gonna lie, man.
You be hearing whistles?
Yeah, no, I'm serious, yeah.
Bro, they whistle. They whistle.
When I
The thing is that they want to get your attention. Once you can focus in on one, and they grab your attention, yeah,
I'm cooked.
you're cooked. They're gonna, yeah.
No matar.
No matar, sino like te afecta. Te empiezas, como se dice, estoy no loco.
Yeah.
It'll start psychological.
Yeah.
Who owns the music industry? Top.
What do you mean?
What people are on top of the music industry?
I mean, business-wise, I think it's just like without getting into like.
Give me a bad weed off, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I don't give a fuck. You know me, I'm 6'9", but I don't know which way y'all want to take it. But everybody knows Jewish people run it.
Yeah.
Jewish people run the music industry. Jewish people run the judicial system. Jewish people, you know, they're all federal judges. They are all, you know, in the things.
But when Kanye was saying it, everyone got upset. But it was the way he delivered the message, right?
Earlier, I made this video about how I got put in the Mississippi State Insane Asylum by my ex who I was trying to leave because he turned me over to them because I was trying to leave him for smoking when he's the one that got it for me. If you haven't seen the video, it's a couple back, go back and watch it. Okay, so this place that I was being held at was still doing secret lobotomy things. And do you know those things that you roll under a car with to work on the underneath of a car? They said that they would put them on there and just ship them through, but I have a video for you. Through the incinerator.
Hospital, but in Mississippi, one treatment center became a dumping ground for the forgotten. In the mid-1900s, Mississippi opened the State Insane Hospital in Whitfield. On paper, it was a place for mental health care. In reality, it was a warehouse for anyone society wanted to disappear. Black patients, poor families, veterans with trauma. Many were locked away for life sometimes for nothing more than talking too much, refusing to work, or acting out. Inside, conditions were horrific. People were restrained for days. Electroshock therapy was used as punishment. And when they died, their bodies were buried in unmarked graves behind the hospital. Today, researchers estimate there are over 7,000 graves, most with no name, no record, no dignity. Just numbers stamped on iron markers, slowly rusting in the dirt. The state still calls it a hospital. But for thousands of Mississippians, it became their final resting place, and no one ever told their story. Follow Mississippi Raw because these walls still whisper the names Mississippi tried to forget.
This hospital has an entire unit devoted to what they call waterheads. Plumbing had broke on our unit, and we were the only dual diagnosis unit there. Most of us were there for really petty, like, smoky smoke. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that there weren't some that were IV and everything else, but they had some petty going on up in there, petty. So we go, okay, the nurses that are taking us over to this other unit to go and shower and everything every other day because our plumbing was broke for like 2 weeks. They take us over there, but before they do, they're like, listen, they're going to keep all of their patients secluded in one area. And some of them will be walking up and down the halls occasionally. If they ask you for a drink of water, do not give it to them. On this particular unit, they never had access to water, toilets or otherwise. Okay, they had to have somebody with them to use the bathroom, all kind of crap. So needless to say, they cut the water on just for us to go over there and shower. And unbeknownst to me, They were getting intoxicated off water. And look, if you'd misbehave, you'd get something called a white band because you moved up in stages. Okay, and like if you cussed, you get a white band. And here's the thing, when you get put on a restriction or a white band for whatever reason, you cannot call home. You are restricted to stay on the unit during walks and everything else. There were people there just for cussing that were on restriction for over 40-something days, man. And I'm thinking your family hasn't heard from you. You know, you haven't been able to call out or leave the unit. Anything could happen to you. And at night, you would hear coming from another unit. This is how loud it was. It was so far away from our unit, and they said that they were still doing the pokey poke over there, and that when the screaming would stop, it was because they would go into this, it had this big, like, incinerator in it or whatever. Yeah. And, like, it makes sense why there's 7,000 people behind that hospital right now. Oh, and if you got put on restriction too many times, it wasn't a 90-day program anymore. It could be up to 2 years. For what? Because you did what? Talk too much, or you argued, or you were like, why am I here? If you even so much as questioned why you're there, white band. And sometimes they would double them up to where you got a double white band or a triple white band for asking why you were there. You either fall in line and comply with their illegal activity, because if you question anything, something's wrong with you. And these places still exist to this day, where if you question any authority or why you're in that situation, immediately they are like, the problem is you.
How is this still happening in 2025, right? That sound like that should have been happening back in the days in the 1950s, but happening today? That's unbelievable.
So how does a pilot control a craft that warps space-time? Well, the interface isn't a wheel or a joystick or a keyboard. The interface is consciousness. Your thoughts control the ship.
Yeah, so it reads your mind and goes where you think?
Exactly. The craft tunes the energy flowing into the metamaterial to match the pilot's thoughts. It then goes to the space and time the pilot is thinking about.
Yeah, if a ship could read my thoughts, we'd either be at a bacon buffet, my ex-wife's house key in a car, or a VIP booth at the Spearmint Goldfish.
I'm pretty sure those pilots have more discipline than you.
You know what happens? You can't stop singing Never Gonna Give You Up, and you end up Rick-rolling your anus.
I thought this never happened. So can somebody explain this? Nah, this is the real one, guys. Yeah, all right. We know what time is it. Where my 80s babies at? You know exactly what's going on here, guys. Remember? Remember? Sinbad said there's only a few copies left for that real movie. Something about it being forbidden, and whoever has it better never say they have it, or else what? Nothing at all. Entertainment purposes only, guys. These people just be coming up with anything. Shaq knows what's up. Who you calling, dogs? Who you calling? It's too late, homie. We got you. Nobody can get you out of this shack. Because when it's time for people to see things for themselves, you see what I'm talking about here, guys. Something is going on with the people that made this movie. What are they trying to cover up? Nothing at all. People call it the Mandela effect. This is what people are saying. I don't know anything about that effect. The only effect I know about is special effects. Shh. Shut up! Sinbad knows. Shaq, we know you know. If you know, you know. And I don't know nothing. Do you know? Let me know.
You know what's crazy? I remember seeing both movies. So, yeah, I don't know why they saying the other one don't exist with Sinbad, but I remember seeing both movies. Do any of y'all out there remember seeing both movies? Let me know.
Hold on. This is so good. It's like a boy to the table. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, no, no. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. Papa, please no.
let me make sure I'm understanding this, TikTok. So the government came out and said that they aren't giving out any SNAP benefits for November. And around the same day, they sent $40 billion to Argentina. Hold on. America first, right? America first, right? But America, we're going to let you guys starve. Why? Argentina need 40 billion. Hold on. So you're going to make Americans starve to send 40 billion to Argentina? Oh, America first. Wow, this is crazy, you guys. This is absolutely crazy. So let me see. Ukraine has gotten about $200 million to fight a war. But y'all aren't going to give SNAP benefits to people, Americans that need it? Hold up. So It's Not Real just got millions of dollars for their kids' education and to make sure that they have health care. We're paying for It's Not Real's health care. But they just cut Medicaid? Hold on. America first. Hold on. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm hearing all of this right, all right? I'm just trying to make sure I'm hearing all of this right. And what about the soybeans? What was that, 20 billion? 20 billion for soybeans? Because they made it to where the American farmer can't sell his soybeans because of the tariffs? Hold on. America first. And now that the farmers are stuck with soybeans and they can't sell them, no one wants to buy them, they're all in a hole. America first, all right? So I'm just trying to figure out, I'd really like to know the number. How much SNAP benefits cost for a month, all right? Somebody put a number in down in the chat for me. Put a number in the comments. How much is the SNAP benefits monthly for this country, all right? And then I just want you to just think about it. We could have had another $61 billion go towards America that they just sent to Argentina, Brazil, Ukraine, and It's Not Real. America first. America's going to be the first to starve. And guess who don't care? Guess who got money? Make enough money to where they can live off the interest. Yeah, they don't need the SNAP benefits. No, Cuomo said that his mortgage is $7,800 a month. Even make $7,800 a month. And that is what he pays for the place he lives in. Most of y'all don't even make that. And you have to make ends meet with less than half of that monthly. And those that need the help will no longer receive the help, or at least not in November. But you know, America first.
He does have a valid point. They're cutting off benefits to Americans, but yet they send large amounts of money to all these other countries. Somebody make it make sense.
A Boeing 737 MAX pilot was injured after a windshield cracked when it was struck by a UFO at 36,000 feet. Now, this happened just a few days ago. While cracked windshields happen in commercial aviation, and impact from debris travelling at orbital high altitude speeds would be extremely rare. There are no publicly confirmed previous cases of such in-flight debris strikes leading to a windshield crack and damaging pilots within the cockpit. The object that struck this plane was not biological in nature. There's no clara or residual things here to suggest it was a seagull or a bird. There is burns, there's scuff marks, there's a massive impact here which seems spherical in nature, right? Which kind of reminds us what happened in Florida not too long ago, where metallic objects collided with the engines and basically almost took out the plane, and it's happened a few times as well this year and last year. So as the flight began in Salt Lake City and travelling down here between Moab or Moab, however you pronounce it, the impact happened around this section and then it was diverted to Denver, right? Now, this section that we see over here near Moab or Moab, however you want to correct me, you do what you will, whatever makes you happy, is a prolific spot for UFO activity and paranormal things in nature, and this is something that has happened over the years, not so much in a serious incident like this, with smashed windscreens and pilots being damaged, but strange objects flying close to aircraft and being very strange and things being reported. With my limited knowledge of meteorite impacts, I would like to think something traveling through our atmosphere at thousands of miles per hour wouldn't just explode and bounce off the front of the plane, more so maybe punch an entire hole in the front of the plane and dissolve the people in the cockpit, not just leaving a residual burn mark and bends here. So this looks spherical in nature, kind of like a ball bearing almost, a sphere if you will, you know, Bugosphere maybe. But this was a damn serious situation that took place, and I guess they can't rule out meteorites or ice impacts, but they still don't know what's happened. So again, this isn't something that we're alien to seeing. This is becoming more and more frequent, and if it's flying over Moab, however you want to pronounce it, UFO activity, paranormal stuff.
Cumpleaños feliz. Yeah.
Look what's coming out of the back of it in color. 5 separate gases coming out of this reptilian tanker, dropping 5 gases at 300 feet. You're smoking their gas today because they dropped this gas only on technically advancing communities on the planet. Okay? Every 4 to 6 weeks. So you could be getting it today. Not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They didn't see it because everybody's minds are controlled to not see it, just like a stealth system. So the commander of this squadron made sure that that stealth was turned on. He forgot to turn on the stealth that prevents the camera from photographing it. The reason you don't see these, they're flying all over us. There's hundreds of them. There's thousands of them every single day on your planet. They're dropping the gas. So your mind is being controlled, and you don't function normally, or how you should function. We are being mind controlled, not for the last couple of weeks, but for thousands of years.
Jeffrey Epstein, there's no such person. He doesn't exist. John F. Kennedy's shooting, not real. George Floyd, completely fake. Never happened. In the Diddy case, okay? It's all fake. It's all make-believe. Freemasons don't go to jail. And LeBron's not human. We'll talk about the Kobe crash that it never happened. Kobe never died in a helicopter crash. You think the earth is round? You think voting is real? Whoever's going to be president in 2028, it's been decided a long time ago. Everything is a lie. It's weird. They have a deal in the universe that they have to tell us what they're going to do first. Look how many presidents have blue eyes.
As of 2025, approximately 31 of 46 presidents are believed to have blue eyes.
That's a lot. What's the one thing that's universal? Numbers. I'm really good at this, you guys.
One plane was in the air. Despite the FFA grounding all civilian flights over the U.S. after 9/11, one special flight was authorized. It delivered a snake antivenom for a man in Florida who had been bitten by an inland taipan, which is a snake.
Even better, keep going.
One of the most venomous snakes in the world.
See, snake. Early 2019, there was a designer. His name was Kovid Kapoor. You know what his specialty was? Designing outfits with matching face masks.
Like literally, you're right.
Yeah, Khan. He was the one, the spokesperson. He went to the White House and he was doing a terrible acting job, crying. We need to take care of this. And they laughed. They literally laughed. Like you'll see the Sandy Hook dad, a day after the shooting, he goes,
remember the Travis Scott concert where those people dropped? Okay. So what was the deal there? Number one, everybody had to be vaccinated to go. And after they got vaccinated, they walked through a tunnel where there was all this strobe lights. And then they got into the concert. There's all these wavelengths, these sounds. And what happened? About 15 people just dropped. Now, this was not a crush scene. Those don't happen this way. I really looked into this. These people dropped. Then it became a crush scene when they're trying to do CPR on all these people. It was almost at once. So one guy was alive after this. There weren't that many survivors, but the one guy that what I was able to find, he said, it felt like my heart stopped. And I'm just saying, this would be an optogenetic moment. We've seen it in South Korea. We've seen it in Australia. We've seen it in Israel. We've seen it all over the world now. China, if you saw those pictures of these women sitting there, I saw a woman at a table and she's looking at her phone and suddenly there's a flash and she falls over. And now there's a whole science out there to deal with wavelength and opsins. And I think that we should be paying attention to this.
This is nasty work. These scientists are playing God, manipulating the elements, creating natural disasters for targeted areas.
A machine that can create the worst imaginable hurricane conditions indoors.
Indoors!
This is the Sustain Wind Wave Laboratory. Sustain stands for Surge Structure Atmosphere Interaction.
Atmosphere interaction.
I still get a chill sometimes watching it, even though I've seen it run hundreds of times.
Okay.
For a win.
I like the win. Yes. You make it nice and simple. So you're like, do this first. Do this first. Do this second. Anybody can figure it out.
Yes.
Yeah. So they just pull a lever, push a button, and now they creating natural disasters for certain areas. They playing God. We actually control elements as gods, but they're doing it themselves in laboratories.
These videos are for entertainment and education. Real or fake, fact or fiction. Let me know what you think about these videos down in the comments section. I'd like to thank you for watching. Until next time, this is CYPTV and I'm out.